Well, hello there, it's old man Steve. We haven't had the election yet. I'm not going to talk politics, but this is Saturday, and Tuesday we elect a new president of the United States. And I know who I voted for, and I'm not going to get into that, but it's been crazy. It's been a crazy year in the political arena. Is that the way they say it? But anyway, pretty soon it'll be over with, and I'll be glad, and I'm sure most people will. And moving on, yeah, I've talked about this before, and I'll talk about it again because it's high on my priority list about elderly people. I'm an elderly people. I'm a person. That's what I'm an elderly person. I'm 78 years old. And, you know, a lot of young people, or even middle-aged people, they tend to forget about us. I mean, we're still people too. But don't forget your grandparents or an elderly neighbor. Check in on them. Don't wait till it's too late and they're gone and it's like, oh, I wish I'd spent more time with my grandmother or my grandfather. And go spend time with them now while they're still here. You can learn a lot from your grandparents or even your parents if you're that young, or your great-grandparents. It's something I preach about because I've been there, done that. You know, I used to, when I was younger, I lived next door to an elderly woman. She was in her almost 80 when I moved in, and she had a grown son and grandkids, but they all lived in a different state, and so I kind of adopted her. I mean, like I would go do simple things like change light bulbs, which a lot of people take for granted, but when you're elderly, you can't get up on a ladder or a stool and change a light bulb, although I know some people have tried, but they shouldn't, because it's just too dangerous for an elderly person. Your bones get more brittle and you can fall, you can break a hip. So just little things like that, changing a light bulb means a great deal to somebody that can't do it, you know, or maybe bring something back from the store if you're going to the store. It was funny because I lived in Texas, and they had what they call dry areas where you couldn't buy liquor, and you could go over a bridge or on the other side of the river or the lake, and that was a wet area, and that's where the liquor stores were, and you could buy liquor. Well, I lived in a dry area, and my neighbor, this lady, her name was Nora, she one day she asked me after I first moved there, she says, "Are you going to go across the lake?" And I said, I didn't know what she meant. She wanted to know if I was going to the liquor store. And I said, she finally had to ask me because I didn't catch what she was trying to tell me. And I said, well, yeah, I can go. And she said, well, would you get me some elderberry wine? She said, I don't drink, but I like to keep some. Sometimes when I can't sleep, I have a little glass of elderberry wine, and I says, I just sleep like a baby. I said, well, sure. I said, I won't mind picking that up. She says, well, I can't buy it. And I said, well, I know, we live in a dry area. She said, oh, no, it's not that. She said, I don't want anybody from my church to see me pulling out of a parking lot of a liquor store. She said, I'd be in trouble. So anyway, I kept her supplied in liquor. But one bottle lasted her for years, I think, and she really didn't drink. It was just, and that's just something that I remember. I think my grandparents doing too. I don't know, elderberry wine. I'm not even sure what that tastes like. I've never tried it myself, but it was something that elderly folks would drink. That for people that didn't drink, I guess. But anyway, I just feel like that's important, because a lot of elderly people, they live alone. They don't have anybody to help them, or if they have kids or grandkids, they may not live close by. So maybe a neighbor can help out too. So anyway, that's all I'm going to preach about that. But some stuff I like talking about. I had a very nice lady write a comment on one of my videos saying that she really enjoyed my videos, and I appreciate those kind of comments, or even bad comments. Just comment, let me know what you think, and ideas of what I can talk about. So that's all of my nonsense for today. We'll see you again real soon. Bye.